Hey, it's Jay with 1791 Actual. Thanks for stopping by. Just a quickie on we're setting up some 444 Marlin brass that's been fire formed to use as 410 full brass shot shells. And what we're running, we're loading them up with Pyrodex. It's a black powder 2F equivalent. And we're measuring it out. Typical brass powder measure, you measure it by volume, not by weight. But it's 35 grains by volume. And we're running just some little pieces of, I don't know, cereal box, Kleenex box, just, lightweight cardboard boxes. A little 7/16 discs, and also 7/16. This is just cheap dollar store foam core craft board. Also, I actually made the a punch kit that for punching these out. I'll show a different video on that, on how that works. And so what we're doing, I've already got a bunch made up here, and just going to walk you through making one. And what I'm doing is I can't get the camera angled down quite far enough. So what I do is I put my finished ones out here. I put the cases that have been primed and ready to go in the middle. And I put whatever one that I'm working on here at the front. And I do load these one at a time. I don't want to take any chances on messing up. You really don't want to mess up this kind of thing. So we're going to start with our Pyrodex. Pop our measure open. It is set to 35 grains. And I've got these nice brass powder jug from... found it online. I think it was at Track of the Wolf. And we're going to trickle out our 35 grains. Invert. I always invert. I never turn this up to pour it in. It just I want to make sure that I get it all in there. I tap it so that it makes sure to empty it out. And then we're going to go on top of that. Well, I lost my card. I'll have to pick those up in a minute. And I've just got a little piece of rod here that I use for tamping it down. And with modern smokeless powders, you don't want to tamp, but with black powder, you need to tamp it. You need to make sure that it's nice and tight down in there. I'll come over here and get one of our cushion wads. That one that I just put in is what's normally called an over powder card or a nitro card. This is what you call an over powder wad or a cushion wad. And then we're going to come over here. And I'm working over actually made a tray for my different component bins, and one of the bins has my number 7.5 shot. We're running number 7.5 shot. It's antimony lead number 7.5 from Ballistic Products, and I've measured this out so that I know that when I fill this shell and knock a few back out, so that it's about 1/16 of an inch down from the top, I know that with that volume, I don't have to measure it each time, because I know with that volume, I've already measured it, and this shot, that's going to give me right at 1/2 ounce of lead shot. Now we're going to come back with another of our little 7/16 cereal box cards. Going to tamp that down nice and tight, and he's ready to go. Now I am going to come back with some Sally Hansen hard as nails to seal over the end of that. A lot of times I've found that these will jostle around in my box and can actually jar that card loose. So I don't want that to happen. So we'll run through one more right quick. Got our powder in. Now we'll put our over powder card in, followed by a cushion wad, followed by a shot load, followed by an overshot card. And last but not least, it doesn't take long to make one of these. And the reason that I use the 444 Marlin brass is it is base diameter wise, it is almost identical within about a millimeter of the same size as a 410 shot, as regular 410 shot shell. And I really don't like reloading the plastic shot shells, because when you reload the plastic ones, you can only get a couple of loadings out of it before it's basically shot out. And also, it's real easy if with any of these BBs, when you pack it down with black powder, which I really like doing it with black powder or Pyrodex. When you do that, a lot of times the BBs will dimple the plastic from the inside, and you end up with a plastic shell that really doesn't want to go in your shotgun very well. So we're going to put our unused cards back. I keep all this stuff in old medicine bottles. Yeah, nothing like repurposing old junk. Instead of throwing it away, they can't be recycled technically. By law, the manufacturers can't Walgreens or here can't take them back.